Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Patty and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And this is some of the items that I've sold on Mercari and Poshmark, some in September and October. I'm going to go over those sales with you. I know it's a little late, but I'm doing this more for myself so that next year, come along this time, I can kind of look back at the video that I did and get a bead on what was selling then and compare it to what I'm selling next year to see if I can see any trends in what is coming up. But I also will be going over why I think if you are not selling on Mercari, you should definitely add that to the sites that you're selling on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to go over my sales from Mercari. The first one we have right here is a Briar's Gray Horse. It's trotting. It's a collectible. This one was a little bit older. They are now selling Briars. Like I've seen some Briars like in the Dollar Generals that are more modern. The older Briars sell pretty well. I haven't been moving the because Dollar General had like a sale once and I got some of the more modern ones to see how they would sell, and those do not sell as well. But whenever I get some of these older figures and I list them, they sell pretty quickly. So that one sold for $14. And one of the things I love about Mercari is the low fees as well. So this right here is a 10 that I got. Is just a press 10 that has a cool picture of a horse on front of it. I come across these at this place I go. It is called, they get like Amazon returns or something, and they're just, it's almost like the bins where they dump everything in these huge like bins. They're not as deep as with the bins or whatever, but they have a whole bunch of stuff in there and it's different prices for different days. So I tend to pick these up on like maybe 50-cent day because they sell consistently for between $10 to $15, sometimes a little bit more. So this one sold for $13. These are some Timberlands, youth size, boy size 5. I actually got these and I tried out a Goodwill blue bins. They had a shoebox and I got a shoebox and this was in there. I sold this for $29. That was an offer. Next, I have this vintage Transformers. I got this probably in a lot of a bag of. I love to get like bags of toys because every once in a while, well, more than every once in a while, you can find some little figures in there that go for more than you would think that figures would go for. But this one actually went for $38. I was shocked when I looked this up to see how much it was worth. Then next we have this Scooby-Doo figure. I got a kick out of this because Scooby-Doo is one of my favorite cartoons. So I have seen this cartoon before, so I know exactly where this figure came from. But it is $9. I sold this for $9. And it's just a little 4x5 figure. This is a Black Widow Marvel Avengers figure that I sold for $12. I will say though that the Marvel figures that I pick up, sometimes they don't seem to sell as quickly. So I think I need to research and see which figures do the best. But this one sold for $12 and I got that I think from a small thrift store. This right here is retail arbitrage. I do not know why I gravitate towards Ray Dunn. The stores such as like Ross and Marshalls and TJ Maxx, they always have a ton of these Ray Dunns, and I try to avoid picking them up because Ray Dunn, it doesn't sell that quickly for me. I don't know about for you, but for me, it doesn't. And I only picked up 2 and I have another one left, but this one sold for $17. Next, we have Lauren Ralph Lauren. That is a great brand, especially in a larger size. This was in a 1X. It was a nice striped popover shirt, and it sold for $30. Next, we have these Monterre women's horse riding breeches, and I got this in a wholesale box, a Goodwill wholesale box. I did not know what these were, and I was shocked when I looked them up to see how much they sold for. I have two pair, and this one sold first. I still have another pair in a little bit of a bigger size, but I had a feeling that this one was going to sell first because it has like a lot of bling on it. So this one sold for $64. So people pay a lot for breeches. So if you see them when you're out, pick them up. Even if you have to pay up for them, look them up and they'll probably be worth picking up. Next we have the American Eagle pants. I backed off from American Eagle a little bit, but the men's jeans and pants still tend to seem like they do pretty well. And this one sold for $16. Next, we have this Stephen King's book. It is a vintage book from 1976, but other than the cover, it was in pretty decent condition. So I went ahead and I've gotten to where I lot up some Stephen King books, but this one, because it was vintage, I did put it by itself and it sold for $14. This is just a little figure that comes with like the Lincoln Logs. These figures can do pretty well, and I often sell them by themselves. Like if you find the cowboy and sheriff and the little horses that go along with the Lincoln Logs, I sell them consistently for at least for $10 a piece. This is a Disney Park Wishful Magic carpet, little cute little plush. I got this in a I think a plush box that I got, and I sold for $8. This is a cute little doggy sweater that I got from the Amazon drop place I was talking about, and I think I got this on Dollar Day. They had a few of them, and I got them last year actually, so most of the ones that I had sold last year. Had a few left, and this one sold for $8. It's a cute little gorilla plush holding a banana. Had the faux leather nose, and I think I got this from a Goodwill. It sold for $15. And lastly, I wanted to go over like really quickly why I think that you should be selling on Mercari. This is something I didn't pay attention to when I first started, but on Mercari you can actually get coupons. You see here where it says take $20 off of an item of $50 or more. And they have different types of coupons. Sometimes you can get like $10, you might get $20, and this one has a minimum of $50, but sometimes you can just get the $10 and $20 to just spend as you see fit. And they do this as a reward for listing on their site. So once you list a certain amount, then you can earn a coupon. eBay does something similar, but with eBay, you get it per quarter, and it's if you have a store, and it's to spend in their store. So I use it for supplies. But for Mercari, like depending on what kind of promotions they have, what they're doing, like last month, I actually had two different coupons that I earned within the month, and I used those to buy some things for my business. So it's really easy, if you're using a cross-listing service. I use Vendoo. I know a lot of resellers use another listing site. I use Vendoo because of the price and because of the ease of use. So I have a link below if you want to try Vendoo for yourself, but it's like really, really simple. to cross list. It takes literally seconds to cross list from another platform to Mercari. The fees are very low, so if you're looking to diversify, then you may want to try opening up a Mercari site to see how it goes for you. So next, really quickly, I'm going to go over some sales that I got from off of Poshmark. So first we have these Ann Taylor pants. They were women's 10. They were petite size. So this most likely came in a wholesale box, probably the Goodwill wholesale box, because I don't normally pick up petites because they seem to sit a little bit longer for me, but this sold for $17. Next, we have these Veggie Tales. Veggie Tales are popular cartoons that are religious based. They do very well if you lot them together. So this lot sold for $14. Next, we have Girls with Curves. Lane Bryant. I actually got this from a Goodwill. I got it because of the size and because of the print. I thought it was a really pretty dress, and it was a plus size 22, lightly lined, but it sold for $40. Next, I have had this thing forever. Like I was saying earlier about the Rae Dunn. I picked these up back before I realized that Rae Dunn does not sell well for me. It had the Rae Dunn aesthetic to it, and I've had these, I know, for at least a couple of years. So when someone liked, I was sending out, because I had them listed probably at $25, and I kept sending out like deeper and deeper discounts to people to try to get these things moved. And finally, someone bought them for $18, and I was happy to ship those out to them. It was a cute set, but I don't think that's everyone's aesthetic. And again, with some American Eagle men's jeans, this is size 32-32, sold for $18 on an offer. Next, we have these Madewell wide leg crop jeans. I've had these for a little while. They did have a little bit of wear at the crotch, which is why they took a little bit longer to sell. I think I may have gotten these in a ThredUp rescue box. It's been a while since I've gotten these, but I'm thinking it was a ThredUp rescue box, but they sold for $21. Next, we have the Express Women's Barely Boot, size 8S. Express jeans do okay for me. I wouldn't pay a lot for them, but they do sell fairly well. And this one sold for $17. We have these gold Christmas tree baskets that I actually bought last year, and they sold this year, and they sold on an offer of $14. I think I only paid like a couple of dollars from these from a thrift store. We have American Eagle jeggings, size 6. Had these for a couple of years, but so I sent out a $13 offer, and I may have also had like discounted shipping with this. I can't remember, but I just wanted these to get moved. And lastly, I have some of these Dr. Scholl's size 10M, larger size. They sold for $25. Right, so that is what sold for me. Some in September, some in October. Most of my sales do come from eBay, and I do have a separate video for eBay. You can check that below or check it in the playlist. If you want to get started on Mercari, I do have like a referral code. We can get like $10 to buy if you haven't signed up yet. You can also get a coupon for if you want to sell on there as well. Just check out the link below. And the same with Poshmark. If you haven't signed up for Poshmark and you want to, you can use my referral link as well. And I will thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like these types of videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much. Bye for now.